Hello, you're watching Telecom TV. I'm Martin Warwick and I'm talking with Klaus Martiny, who is Senior Programme Manager, Deutsche Telekom, and also, at the same time, the Chair of the ETSI ZSM ISG. Quite a mouthful, Klaus. Glad to see you again and glad you're here. Thanks for being here. It's a bit of alphabet soup, but we'll get over that. We'll put that in the past. Let's begin with this. Can you tell us, to start with, what is zero-touch automation? What does it actually mean?
Zero-touch automation will enable us to run our networks automatically in an automatic manner, and that means cross-domain. It's not a single domain is in the scope, it's really end-to-end, including the service layer for the customer.
Now let's have a look at, you're with Deutsche Telekom, one of the world's biggest CSPs. What's the best thing, do you think, that the vendor community can do as a whole to help the likes of Deutsche and other CSPs and operators as you continue on your seemingly endless transformation journey?
Okay, the most important thing what they can do is they can support us in this project and break the boundaries down, because for the time being we have a lot of boundaries between the different domains, and that is important to break that down.
And are you finding that vendors are actually doing that?
Well, they're on the way to do that. Not all of them, but most of the vendors have a great interest to do that, because they see also some business opportunities for them as well.
Back to automation again. How will automation help Deutsche and other CSPs to provide their customers with the very best possible quality of experience?
Okay, in the way that we can reduce complexity in our networks, and that is the key topic which we have to solve. Complexity is a really topic which we have to take in consideration if you talk about 5G in the future, for example.
We'll come on to 5G in a minute, but when you say reduction of complexity, can you quantify that a little more? Reduce what? What are you talking, when you say reducing the complexity, are you talking about systems, are you talking about operations, are you talking about technologies?
We're talking about all of them, because if you have a complex network, complex technology, finally you have a complex operation as well. And that is something what we have to eliminate, the complexity, to make it simple as much as possible.
Okay, now you mentioned 5G, and I'm glad you did, because it leads into the next question, which is this. How important then, Klaus, is automation when it comes to preparing for 5G? Mm-hmm.
This is one of the important topics which we have, because based on virtualization, for example, we increase complexity, and I mentioned before, reduce complexity is the key, and looking forward about 5G and all the slicing stuff, then it makes more complex than before, and that means automation is really a key topic regarding the management of 5G.
As far as Deutsche is concerned, Deutsche Telekom is concerned of 5G, do you see 5G moving out of the labs and into usage, commercial usage, anytime soon? There's been proof of concepts, been lots of lab tests, and I spent some time very recently filming in Bristol in England, looking at a 5G test in the street. Are you close to doing the same?
Yes, we are doing close to the same. We are moving forward, coming from the theory more to the learning phase of 5G, and that is what we are doing.
Transformation we've mentioned, automation we've mentioned, the importance of it is evident. But of course there's another side to the coin, and that is that machines are taking over the jobs that human beings are doing or have been doing. What effect is this going to have on the CSPs? What are the operational and the cultural challenges for the likes of Deutsche Telekom when it comes to automating key functions in the network?
I can give you a principal answer about this question, because Deutsche Telekom is on a good way and take care about it. But the principal answer is it has an impact to the people, but not in terms of reduction of staff. It is more or less to give them an opportunity to have a job in the future as well. And that is the best thing what we can offer, that the people have a future, and that is something what makes me more or less happy, that we are not doing reduction stuff, and that is good.
So within Deutsche Telekom, even though automation is taking place, it doesn't necessarily translate into lost jobs? No,
definitely not. I like to underpin that. It's not the idea to bring people out of the company. It's a good opportunity, and without that they would leave jobs, because then they have no job longer more, because
Because in other parts of the world, and we won't name anywhere, but we can guess where some of these places might be. In other parts of the world, it seems that job losses within CSPs are the inevitable corollary of automating.
Well, let me say in this way. I think the couple of suppliers have the same challenge. We're coming in a situation that a couple of people are going for retirement, and that is a conflict as well, because the company is losing experience on one hand. On the other hand, they have new opportunities and challenges to solve, and I think that is really a problem for the most of the CSPs to manage this challenge.
Well, we certainly live in interesting times, there's no doubt about that. Klaus Martiny, thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.